Welcome to part 2. So on the front 9 I was 2 over and struggling a little bit, to be honest, and certainly struggling on the greens. I mean, the greens aren't great because they've been hollow-timed, but I honestly can't say that that's the reason. Just not hitting very convincing putts. So need to get off to a good start on this back 9 now, and this 10th hole is one of the hardest par 3s on the course, so let's see what we can do here. Oh, keep working. Oh, God. Oh, dear. So I hit a really nice shot there. Like, really nice. Flushed it and just pulled it a fraction, I mean just by a fraction, and it pitched in the sort of just 1 foot off the green. It's pitched in the bunker. Hopefully it's bounced down into the bunker, but we really do need an up and down here desperately.
You know what, that's class.
Thank you. Let me just mark it, then I'll rake the bunker.
Sort it out, please, Craig. Beautiful. Hold the line. Should be past it, yeah, well past it. Yeah.
Should be just a nice smooth 56. Spin. Oh, just above the hole though. Always trying to keep it below the hole, but try to just knock that one down a little bit. It's not a shot that I've practiced a lot recently, but it's okay. But it's just above the hole, which means I've got a tricky putt. Okay, so you won't be able to pick this up on the camera, but this is very quick and a massive slope from right to left. Got to be so careful here. This is not one to be aggressive with. Oh no, I can't leave it there. I've just left myself the worst putt.
It's so hard to make yourself hit that though, isn't it?
It's so hard to make yourself hit it.
I know, I think it's me, Dan, is it? Lovely. Well played. Well played.
Did not enjoy that one little bit. That had like 3 inches of
The
break.
problem is, as soon as you left it there, you knew what.
Oh, be as good as you look.
This is not shabby. Excellent. Yeah, close.
Yeah, probably hit that too well. Yeah, thank you. Wow. I've really misread that though. Really misread it. Left.
Yes, please. I don't think the greens break as much this year.
I'm still learning them, for sure, because that looks to me like, because that slope's coming down, it's got to move right to left, and it barely moved. If that had missed, I would have got superstitious about the pin being in. Okay, so super solid start to the back nine, which is what I needed. 13th coming up, probably the hardest par 4 on the course. So let's just see if we can get through this one unscathed. I tell you what, that had, for me, that's like a snap hook. 5-yard draw.
His snap hook score, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. Ooh. 190. Not sure what the wind's doing. I don't want to go big. Oh, Craig. That was a bad swing out of nowhere. Indecision. Just couldn't get it clear in my head what the wind was doing and whether I had the right club. And as soon as you've got that little bit of indecision, you are absolutely knackered. And now I've got a very, very tough chip shot because with the course firming up, I've got to chip it over a road onto a green that's firm, onto a green that's going away from me, that's very narrow and has got some cavernous bunkers waiting on the other side. So anything with just a little bit too much speed on this chip shot is going to go in the bunker. Terrible golf shot, got everything it deserved. Okay, so bad news, loads of grass between club face and ball. Good news, the grass is growing with my shot, so the ball should come out. But it's going to come out with topspin because I can't get my grooves on it, which means I've got to try and get this to come down like a butterfly with sore feet. Wow, can't believe it stayed short. Yeah, I had so much grass between club and ball. I thought I'd ball, I just thought it was going to come out with a bit of topspin on it. Played it exactly as I wanted. It just didn't release. Oh. It's a little bit disappointing because I actually hit the putt where I wanted to there. Got the pace right, but just there was more break in it than I thought there was. So it's all down to the second shot there, really. But no point on dwelling on that because I've actually been hitting it well. So let's get back on the horse with another good tee shot here now. That's in trouble.
It's around the back of that shit. You might be all right, but it's
So my playing partners are quite confident that we're going to find that. I'm not so sure. But even if we do find it, it's deep in the trees. So I'm going to be lucky to have a shot. But a bit funny, really. Today I seem to be either completely flushing fantastic golf shots, pure as you like, or just completely missing them. There's no sort of in between whatsoever. But let's hope we can find it. Have I got a shot?
yes.
Cheers, Dan. Thank you, mate. Well, they may think I've got a shot. I'm not quite so sure. But it's not lost. 120 yards But obviously I've not got much of a backswing, and I've got to keep it under the branches of the tree, so I've got to try and just bunt something and then just hope it runs between them bunkers. That's about all I can do. I think getting it into the front bunkers in front of the green wouldn't be a disaster, but I can't actually manufacture a golf swing. Probably just going to have to hood the club a little bit. I'll take it. It's just short of the apron of the green but past the bunkers. Okay, so there always comes critical times in rounds where you've got to do something to try and keep the round together, and this is one. I've got a very tricky 2-putt here. Okay, so I'm coming up a really big hill here. It's going to be tough to get this past the hole. It also should be swinging a lot from the right. So, yeah, tough one this. Yeah, it did just jump straight in the air, didn't it? Went straight left. God's sake. Concentrating on the line so much and didn't hit it. So bad. Thank you. Into the wind. I was all of a sudden thinking with 3 wood I need to hit this good. It's quite a long way back that, I think, but it's right in the middle of the fairway. So people who have been watching all of these series now will know that, you know, it's my putting it's holding me back. There's no getting away from that, you know, but if I'm not practicing it and I'm not getting to put any time into it, how can I expect it to get better? Because if you're not working on it to make it better, then you're just relying on confidence to be actually the thing on the day that's going to, you know, get you to hold some putts. And like at the moment, it's like the first 3 or 4 holes are dictating what's happening with my putting, because if I hit a few nice putts early on, then I get my tail up and then we're off and running. But if it's a few iffy putts early on or miss some, my confidence just absolutely drains out of me, and then I'm struggling for the rest of the round. So please be good. Tried to really just hit down and punch that one because I was on an upslope and we're into the wind. I didn't want it to just flare up into the wind. I needed to get that forward flight, which I got. I'm hopeful that might be pretty good. Whoa!
That's downwind though, isn't it? I'm going to say you hit that really well. It's down. I'm between clubs here myself.
It's downwind. Good point that, Scott, and one that I completely forgot about.
Well, just played into the wind up there.
Jesus, I've absolutely flushed that, thinking, oh yeah, that's nicely under the hole. What an absolute... Oh well, you've got to laugh, haven't you? I just thought the wind was off the left. And I just thought, just hit an 8 iron, 20 foot left of the flag, the wind will just drift it onto the flag, hit the shot, absolutely perfect. But then, as Scott said, it is off the left and helping. And subsequently, I've had a club too much and I've gone right through the back of the green and left myself an absolutely horrible chip shot off a downslope. We've got an okay lie, but it's not great. On a downslope, stood above it, onto a green going away with a huge amount of left to right on it. So this is extremely tough. It's going to have to be a perfectly struck chip landing in perfectly the right place to then take the contours on the green to try and finish close to the hole. I actually got a bit of grab on that. I struck it so sweet. Actually played that really well. Oh, geez, Louisiana. My putting today. So the camera just sees there on the tee. So I couldn't record the tee shot because I don't want to hold up my playing partners. So unfortunately we missed that tee shot, but good news, piped me driver right down the middle. So we're in good shape on this hole. Okay, 99 yards. And we've got a tree in our way, but it shouldn't be any problem because we should be going up and over that. I'm going to hit my 58. Oh, get there. That's a good shot. That looks like it's about 10 foot away.
Leave the flag in for me.
Okay, mate. 3, yeah. On that one there, I literally just didn't even think about it. Just stepped up, lined up my putter, hit the ball, and it went. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I'm just overthinking it too much. That could very well be the problem, you know. Thank you. Okay, absolutely perfect tee shot, 3-wood right into the middle of the fairway. Let's see if we can finish birdie, salvage something out of this round. Wow, it's 141, but I think the wind's helping a little bit, so we'll hit a 9 iron. If I flush this, it shouldn't be too far away, I don't think. Hit it well, just pulled it. Oh, geez Louise. Thought it was going to be quick down that hill. Better. Well done, Scott.
Cheers, fellas. I really enjoyed that.
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cheers, Dan.
Thanks a lot, mate. Cheers, Scott.
Let's go and have a pint.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what was that? 75 gross? I think overall that's probably a fair reflection for a score today, because I flushed a lot of shots. It's a lot of great golf shots today, but the ones that I didn't flush were pretty ropey, to be honest. There are a few really ropey off shots. You know, I usually, you know, keep the ball in play all the time, and a few times I was off in the trees, and then, you know, radar was off a little bit, and then factor in having a bad putting day. And I think I've just got to put this down to just having a bad day, you know, just a bad putting day. Don't overthink it too much. The greens are recovering from being hollow-timed, and that didn't help, you know, but I was definitely, you know, in the past rounds where my putter has been stone cold, and at least I was hitting good putts and they were just burning the edge and they just weren't quite going in, whereas today I just wasn't even getting near the hole, and my confidence went, and I was just getting too caught up in my stroke, and, you know, just wasn't hitting my putts with any conviction. So I think I've just got to, you know, basically just free myself up. It's like Bob Rotella says, isn't it? You know, you should never be careless, but there's a massive advantage to caring less. And today I was caring too much about it, about my stroke, about my line, and then just wasn't swinging my putter freely. And that's, I think, what I've got to do in the next comp, when the greens will be a lot better because the tines will have all healed over in another week. So we'll go again in a week's time.